exhibitions every single day, and some only happen once in a blue moon, or in this case, once every 3 years. We're here at the New Museum for the Triennial, featuring emerging artists from all over the world. Let's go check it out.
The Triennial is a signature initiative here of the New Museum, and the New Museum is really dedicated to new ideas, to work by artists who are really presenting ideas that are emerging into culture. You know, for us, it was really exciting to work with artists who are working in all different kinds of mediums, and many of them working outside of a traditional gallery structure.
God, this is awesome! It's like a party in the stairwell. There's lights, there's music. This is so cool.
There are 51 artists and artist collectives in the exhibition that are based all around the world. The exhibition is titled Surround Audience and is interested in this kind of surround culture that we live in today.
Tell me more about that, how all these different artists, 51 from over 25 countries around the world, a lot of them don't even work in New York. I mean, how do all of these artists come together to create this unified theme that you just discussed?
You know, for us, we wanted to invite many different artists who have different points of view, and for us, curatorially, we put together a list of artists and worked with them and selected projects that we hope feel like they're part of a kind of dialogue on these issues. And I think many of the artists who are in the exhibition are shedding light, you know, on how technology has impacted the world that we live in today and art making today.
One work here I'm super excited about is one that uses an Oculus Rift to throw you into the forest, basically. So I'm gonna go check it out. All right, I'll see you guys later. Oh my goodness. Whoa! Wow. So I'm basically seeing a black and white, you know, pixelated, grainy forest. When I look up, I see the tops of trees. I look down, I see their roots. It's wild. It's virtual reality.
I think it's exciting that they're coming often with fresh perspectives, that the 20th century was really a century of the individual artists, and that the 21st century is really a century about the social body and the social self. I think you see that in a lot of the works. This generation of artists, and certainly many of the artists in the show, are thinking about this, what it means to perform today, what it means to be in dialogue with others today.
So this installation is by a Hong Kong artist, and it talks about both the desire for touch, as is encouraged by these handy gloves right here, and you can go inside and reach in, but also about privacy and about quarantine and keeping away from touch. Things like recent epidemics like Ebola kind of suggest this. So it's a really interesting dichotomy of ideas here. Let's try it out. All right, I'm all set, but all the good stuff is over there. I can't reach any of that. I guess I could make the bed. It's a little disorganized in here. Someone's not been taking care of their quarantine space.
It's a really interesting way to think about the world that we live in today, where issues of visibility and also questions about how our bodies are being understood and personas are being developed in light of this always-on culture are being constructed by different artists.
So the whole Triennial this year is addressing themes like how mass media and technology affect our everyday lives, but this installation takes it to a whole new level. This installation is made by a Yugoslavian artist who is inspired by prosthetic hands that were made that can actually sense touch, and they were made for veterans of World War II who had lost limbs and hands especially. So this is this is taking it to a whole new level. I think it's amazing.
I think the works in the show think through platforms that many of us engage with on a day-to-day basis to a point where they become invisible.
Don't even think about it.
You don't even think about it. We have works by Tanya Perez Cordova, who's based in Mexico City, and we present new works that are part of her series Things in Pause. So one of the works that you'll see is a terracotta wall, and there's something embedded in it, and it's actually a SIM card from a friend of hers. So she's asked her friend to live without her cell phone and can't use her cell phone number for the duration of the exhibition, and then she returns the card back to her friend.
Broke it.
You know, the themes in the exhibition that we're thinking about technology and this always-on surround culture that we live in today. Many of the invisible structures that govern our lives.